Hey guys, and welcome to yet another video on Motorize and your dose for exclusive premium cars. Let me ask you this. What does the nameplate Defender mean to you? Well, globally, Defender as a name tag was the name tag absolutely famous amongst the off-road junkies. Because the name tag Defender meant they could go anywhere that they wanted with their SUV, and that's what Defender was famous for. And then Land Rover stopped the production of Defender, and Land Rover again got the Defender in the modern avatar. Now that launch happened globally in 2019, and half of the world went gaga over it. And the reason I'm saying half of the world, because this half of the world were SUV lovers, and they absolutely loved the fact that Defender nameplate was back, because they knew that with this Defender nameplate they're going to get extreme off-roading capabilities in a product with absolute comfort. So that was 2019, and we did see the Defender doing some crazy stunts in the Bond movie, the latest Bond movie, which was supposed to be launched, but unfortunately due to COVID times the movie is still not released in India. So we're waiting for things to open up, but leave that fact aside. So when people saw those crazy stuff and crazy stunts happening in Defender, the world stood and took a notice of it. And in India, people were behind the life of Land Rover folks to get Defender in India. And that's what they have done today. We have the Defender here, and we have it right now with us for all of you to have a look at it. So, welcome to the channel once again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon to get notified of our next videos. Now let's look at the Defender in some close angles. So up front, this is pretty much unmistakable Defender profile and Defender face over here. This pretty much has become absolutely famous because across the globe now people recognize this as a Defender. So what do you get here? Well, the Defender for starters comes with 5 different variants. Now, if you look at the standard variant, which is the base variant, it comes with the LED headlamps. But standard variant upwards, which is the S, SE, HSE and the first edition, they come with the matrix LED headlamp architecture. So we have this round DRLs over here, and the housing inside has the matrix LEDs. We have the fog lamps integrated over here. And this particular Land Rover Defender that you're seeing here, it comes with the black package, and therefore you have black dot mirrors, black dot roof and black claddings over here, and of course black cladding from the side too. Now another thing to note, an interesting element to note on the front is absolutely imposing. When you're behind the steering wheel of this Defender, all other people around you are definitely going to give you a side so that they can admire you coming in through. So that's the imposing stance the front really comes with. Now I am 5'6", 5'5", so if you look at it, I am hardly reaching at the bonnet level, so you can definitely get a sense of the presence this SUV is going to have. Then come to the sides. Now this is where the interesting portion of the Defender is, and this is where actually the Defender nomenclature stands proud. Now if you look at the tire size ranges from 18 inch to 20 inch, so depending on the variant that you're going for. If you go for the base variant comes with 18-inch rims, and the top of the line variant, that is the HSE, SE and the first edition, they will come with 20-inch variants. So coming to the sides, you have the pronounced Defender name badging here. You have the all 4-door sensors on all the driver as well as the rear doors, and there is a strong cladding line, the black cladding which runs over here, which gives that rugged and tough look to the side profile. So what I particularly liked over here is this design piece element here, because overall the black window line has this squarish design element here which comes in the body color, which brings in a lot of character to this design, and it integrates seamlessly well with your door design also. So overall on the left, this is a imposing design line, squarish design line, and that is what Land Rovers are known for. And to my senses, Land Rover has tried to keep the older design flow in mind, or the design theme in mind. Moving to the rear, I particularly loved the element of having a spare tire over here. Defender has gone ahead with the traditional style of old school SUVs where tires used to be on the rear doors. That's what particularly I liked about this product. The squarish tail lamp assembly and this small lights here bring in a lot of character to the overall design. Now another interesting element that I want to highlight with the Defender's tailgate is the fact that at whatever position you keep this tailgate open, it stays in that position. So no matter what the incline of the car is, it will stay at the position that you have kept it. Typically with Germans, you will have 3-stage opening, but in Defender, any position that I keep this door, whether it is this, whether it is here, or whether it is here, it locks in that position. So if you're on an incline and if you're loading something in the Defender, it's going to be very easy for you. Another element I need to highlight here is the soft close. So this is the only door which comes with soft close as a feature, and that is purely because this is this heavy tire that sits here and can make it difficult to close the door, and that's how Land Rover has chosen to give soft door with this 5th door over here. Now overall, if I look at the Defender design, it resonates the history of the Defender as a brand and still has modern touches to it. Let me know in comment sections below, what do you think about this design language of Defender? Personally, it's absolutely imposing, it's absolutely in your face, and if you are someone who loves rugged yet modern looking SUVs, Defender is something that you will love. Once inside the Defender, you will realize that this is an SUV which is built for purpose, and the purpose purely is off-roading. So while you see there are some modern touches, but you will also see that there are some retro and old feel charm also to it. So for example, the bolts are exposed over here on the door frame, which give you that retro feel to the overall product. Yet at the same time, this is a far more modern product also. I particularly will have to talk about this steering wheel. This is one of the most modern steering wheel that Land Rover has bought in India. If you look at all of the steering wheels that Land Rover has, whether it's the Velar or the Range Rover Sport or the Vogue or the Evoque or the Disco Sport now, that sport a different design altogether, but this one has a different design language to it once again. Behind me, I already have a virtual display which brings in the modernness that is a norm in today's segment. I particularly like the way this dash is laid out. You have a lot of chubby holes out here. This is anti-slip plastic material over here, so if you are just placing your phone here and you're driving, the phone will not slip off. Center screen is again a 10-inch screen here, and what Range Rover calls it is, it's a PV Pro model, or the PV Pro software that runs inside this system out here. Now the highlight of this system has to be the fact that this is absolutely customizable system. So if I want some elements on home screen, they can come on the home screen. Okay, hold on. So I have an option of editing the layout, and I can simply pick and choose as a user what is it that I want on my home screen, and that is the same configuration that I would have on the home screen. Similarly, there is quick screen also, which has the dark theme and the home layout. Again, in home layout, I can have the option of choosing between the app feel or the regular tile feel. So this is the PV Pro that Land Rover has launched with this product, and the team at Land Rover did tell me this is much more faster than Apple CarPlay or Android Auto as far as the connectivity options go. Now another interesting element that comes with the Land Rover Defender now is this car comes with pre-built SIM, so it's always connected. So you need not insert your SIM card into the car anywhere. It comes pre-fit in the Land Rover Defender now. So this is a brand new central console that Land Rover has got in the Defender. But the key element of the central console is this is a removable console. Now when I say removable console, the standard variant, you can opt for it without the central console, so it becomes a walk away or walk-in kind of a cabin. So the standard variant will only have this element here, which houses your terrain response and AC controls and the gear knob, and rest all is missing. Standard upwards, which is the S, SE, HSE and the first edition variant, gets this central console as an option. Now what do we really have here? In central console, you have nice space here to keep your tidbits or keep your phone or keep your wallet. You also have your positioning of phone over here or your key over here. Flip this open and you have the cup holders over here, and the central armrest flips down 180 degree and it's deep down here, So you can keep your wallet, your phone, your paper, charger, all the stuff here. Plus additionally it is cooled, so if you have a can of Coke, it can lay down here and you can simply switch on the cooling and sorted. Now speaking about the overall dash layout, this is modern yet functional. You get most of the modern creature comfort features that you expect at this price point, and it comes with, of course, Land Rover's tested Meridian sound system. I was just testing the system in the product earlier, and let me tell you, it sounds fab. It sounds the way it should sound, or any other premium audio setup should sound. Now with Defender, Land Rover also has given us the clear view rear side camera. So basically what it does is, when you flip this camera open, the rear camera flips on and you get the real-time view of what's happening behind you. Very handy, especially when you're reversing the car. And this size of the SUV, you definitely need much more than that. So Land Rover has taken care of it, and they have given a 360-degree camera with the Defender, and that is something that can aid and help you while using the product in tight spaces around the city. Now let's quickly move to the rear seat and see how good is the rear seat. Now it's a tall car, right? So Land Rover has given these grab handles out here so that you walk inside the SUV, sit down and shut the door. So the Defender comes with 4-zone climate control AC, so all the 4 occupants here can have their own preferred AC temperature settings. Now what's quite interesting out here is the central tunnel. It is absolutely flat. That means carrying the 5th passenger out here is going to be easy, isn't it? So this is something that is absolutely spot on that Land Rover has done with this Defender. 5 people can probably easily travel out. Of course, we don't have the SUV for long with us, but yes, I suspect that 5 seats would be comfortable out here. Now speaking of the seats, these seats are leather and fabric mixed. Now I was having a chat with the team at Land Rover. The context of giving a leather and fabric over here is the element of off-roading. They are expecting a lot of their Defender owners to go off-roading, and maintaining leather becomes difficult if you are a hardcore off-road junkie, and that is where a smart combination of fabric and leather out here. Speaking about the leg room or the headroom, no questions asked or no questions to be answered here. You can see I have enormous leg room here and enormous headroom here. What particularly could have been better is a little bit more of under thigh support. I find it a bit lagging here. But whether it's the sitting angle or sitting recline, now again the sitting recline can be adjusted, so I have my lever here and I can adjust the recline. I can also slide my seats to the front and rear, so that frees up a lot of space. Now why is this option there? Because Defender in this 110 Avatar can be picked up with 5-seat configuration or 7 seats configuration. That is the seat behind. That's how this is a far more functional cabin inside here. So in that context, Land Rover has done a fabulous job of keeping this cabin modern yet functional. For starters, Defender is available with 9.0 and 1.10 configuration. The 9.0, however, will come at a later stage, but what we have now and what Land Rover has introduced now is the 1.10. The 1.10 for beginning will have only petrol mill. The diesel will come in a bit later. What it houses is a 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine which is turbocharged, and it churns out 300 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. And I think that's capable enough to churn this SUV to high speeds quickly. Diesel, as I said, is something that will come later. The 90 edition starts at 73 odd lakhs, and the 110 edition starts at 79 lakhs. So what does make Defender the Defender? The fact that it's the Defender makes the Defender the Defender. Now let me explain this to you. If you are an off-road junkie, if you are someone who spends his time in mountains out there, if you are an adventurer, for that you, and if you have the money, Defender will take you to places where no other Land Rover SUV has ever gone. Because Defender comes with the highest water wading capacity in any Land Rover portfolio, has the best breakover angle than any other Land Rover portfolio product, and literally can go anywhere. Shucks, it can even fly. We did see that in the Bond trailer. So if you want to go out flying with your SUV and not care about it, because you will still be safe, for that Defender is the product, and it's available right now on sale in India. On that note, folks, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for seeing it till the end. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let them also know what is the Defender all about, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit that bell icon here to keep you notified of our next videos.